Have you ever noticed that walking up the stairs feels a bit more challenging than it used to? Or that picking something up from the floor requires just a little more effort than before? This gradual, subtle decline in strength is something many people over 60 experience, but often accept as a normal part of aging. What if I told you it doesn't have to be that way? While aging is natural, losing your vitality isn't inevitable. There are ways to support your muscles and maintain your strength, and one simple, enjoyable method involves eating fruit. Yes, the right fruits can help prevent muscle loss or sarcopenia and help you remain active and independent for longer. In this video, I want to introduce you to 5 powerful fruits that naturally combat muscle loss and promote strength without resorting to pills, powders, or complicated routines. Each fruit is supported by scientific evidence, easy to find at your local grocery store, and safe even if you're managing diabetes or heart conditions. And the top fruit on this list? It's something you probably already have in your kitchen, but you might not realize just how potent it is. So stay with me until the end, because you won't want to miss what's at number 1. If you enjoy this kind of content, be sure to leave a comment and subscribe to Health 365, where every tip is crafted with care just for you. Let's venture into the depths of the first fruit, shrouded in shadows and lurking with unsettling secrets. Begin with something creamy, tempting, yet unexpectedly sinister: the avocado. You may have heard it heralded as heart-healthy, enjoyed it on toast or tossed into salads. But beneath its seemingly innocent veneer lies a quiet menace. This unassuming green fruit possesses the power to become your silent guardian, or your unseen foe, in the relentless fight against the decay of aging muscles. Avocados are laden with healthy fats, chiefly monounsaturated varieties that silently quell chronic inflammation, a creeping sickness more insidious than it appears. As the years pass, your body becomes more susceptible to this hidden inferno, a low-burning flame that doesn't always flare up, but relentlessly damages tissues, especially muscle, eroding your strength from within. This subtle decay is how sarcopenia silently slithers into your life. Yet, the danger doesn't end there. These dark fruits are also rich sources of potassium, more per gram than bananas, an essential element that keeps your muscles contract and release like a well-oiled but fragile machine. Coupled with magnesium, another mineral hiding within, they form a fragile balance fighting against cramps, muscle weakness, and irregular heartbeats, those ominous signs of your body's failing defenses. When your muscles falter, instability reigns, and frailty creeps in, ready to claim what's left of your vitality. Beneath the exterior, avocados conceal more than nourishment. They are loaded with vitamin E, a potent antioxidant that guards your muscle cells from oxidative stress, the corrosive wear and tear that slowly destroys from within. And amid this darkness, they offer fiber, an unseen force that binds, stabilizes, and sustains. This fruit, so seemingly benign, is a quiet sentinel standing guard against the relentless march of decay, yet always lurking in the shadows, waiting. A single medium avocado harbors approximately 10 grams of fiber, a silent guardian that not only lurks within your gut, keeping digestion in check, but also gently governs blood sugar levels. An essential shield for those fighting against diabetes or the relentless spikes that drain your vitality. A haunting study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition revealed that older adults who embraced monounsaturated fats, like those lurking in avocados, exhibited better mobility and a diminished risk of frailty, as if their strength was slowly being pulled from them in the shadows. Equally chilling, research uncovered that lutein, a sinister carotenoid residing in avocados, correlated with enhanced muscle strength and physical resilience in aging individuals, as if their bodies fought back against the ravages of time. This ominous synergy suggests that avocados do more than preserve muscle. They bolster movement in a world where strength fades like dying embers. I recall Clara, her bright eyes flickering like a dying candle, her warm laughter hiding an inner determination, almost haunting in its intensity. She once confided in me that she suffered from nightly leg cramps that robbed her of sleep. Her daughter, perhaps sensing the darkness encroaching, recommended a simple remedy: adding half an avocado to her meals each day. In time, Clara witnessed a quiet revival. Her nights grew calmer, and her morning walks no longer felt like a desperate escape from the shadows. Now, she devours a slice of avocado on toast, sometimes dusted with sesame seeds and touched by lemon. A ritual born from a creeping hope that perhaps some darkness can be kept at bay. The allure of avocado lies in its dark, sinister versatility. It can be tormented into a mashed nightmare, sliced into haunting slivers, or blended into an ominous potion. Dare to mix it into a sinister smoothie with shadowy spinach and ghostly almond milk to fuel a cursed morning, or keep it bare. Pair it with eggs in the dawn's gloom, or dollop it onto a sinister salad. Some even conjure creamy avocado chocolate pudding from the darkness. Proof that sweet decadence can hide a dark secret. And if you're wary of sugar's grip or blood pressure's tyranny, fear not. Avocados harbor no cholesterol, scant sugar, and a wealth of deadly good fats. They satiate your hunger without the impending crash. Perfect for those who seek to stay vigilant without relying on toxic energy bars or cursed sugary drinks. Now, having introduced a silkiness into your ritual, let's turn to a fruit fierce enough to shadow your pain. An ominous crimson sentinel. You know those mornings when your legs scream in pain before you even rise? Or afternoons when your shoulders betray your fatigue for no apparent reason? That oppressive, lingering heaviness can take hold as time slips away, haunting you longer than you wish. But nature, in its dark wisdom, guards a secret within a crimson devil. Tart cherry, not the sweet summer snack, but the sour, brooding king, often consumed as juice or in dried form. Rich in potent compounds called anthocyanins, these ancient guardians wield a shadowy power to combat soreness and decay. These natural antioxidants have been shown to profoundly diminish inflammation, a hidden menace that silently gnaws away at your muscles, causing pain, stiffness, and even irreversible destruction. As you age, chronic inflammation is like an unseen, smoldering inferno smoldering within your body, gradually eroding your strength and resilience from the inside out. Tart cherries serve as a brutal extinguishing force against this insidious blaze. But what makes them truly terrifying is their ability to unlock rapid muscle recovery. In various clinical studies, athletes who consumed tart cherry juice before and after grueling workouts endured less soreness and recovered faster, almost as if nature's dark remedy accelerates destruction's reversal. If it can aid marathon runners and weightlifters in bouncing back from the abyss, imagine what it could do for those of us desperately clinging to our mobility, independence, and sanity in a world that seeks to break us down. One unsettling study published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition revealed that runners who drank tart cherry juice for a week before a brutal race reported significantly less post-run pain, and their muscles seemed to heal and regain strength at an unnerving pace. Another grim discovery from Oregon Health and Science University pointed to tart cherry juice's power to suppress markers of muscle damage and inflammation, even in the aged, with no adverse effects. So whether you're simply taking a walk, attending a gentle exercise class, or stretching in the shadows of aging, tart cherry may quietly serve as your silent ally, an ominous yet effective aid in warding off the relentless decay vitality. If you enjoy walks, exercise classes, or gentle stretching, tart cherry might quietly become your silent companion in staying active, providing some relief to your aching muscles after movement, and easing that persistent soreness that often discourages continued activity. Sadly, these benefits aren't limited to muscles alone. Tart cherries naturally contain melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate sleep, which many seniors find elusive, struggling to fall asleep, stay asleep, or wake too early. Drinking a small glass of 100% tart cherry juice in the evening has been shown to help extend sleep duration and improve sleep quality. But for many, these small nightly efforts still fall short of restoring restful sleep, leaving exhaustion to linger. My neighbor Paul, at 68, once lamented how each morning felt like trying to drag himself with cement in his legs. After starting to drink tart cherry juice after dinner, he was disappointed to find only a slight improvement, waking up with a bit less stiffness, but still battling ongoing fatigue and restless nights. He told me with a hint of hope, maybe I just need to keep trying, and there's the truth. Tart cherry is friendly for most dietary needs. When pure and unsweetened, it's low on the glycemic scale, and can be enjoyed in small amounts by those managing blood sugar. But it's no miracle cure for the chronic exhaustion that often shadows aging. Capsules or dried cherries might be options, yet sometimes these small efforts still don't alleviate the deep, lingering weariness that makes daily life feel burdensome. These little remedies may offer a moment of relief, but often they're just faint glimmers of hope amid ongoing struggles. It's always a good idea to consult your healthcare provider before adding anything new to your routine, especially if you're taking medications. However, generally speaking, tart cherry is a safe, natural, and well-tolerated option for older adults seeking to reduce muscle soreness and promote healthy aging. Now, let's explore the next fruit, which not only relieves pain, but also enhances your muscles' ability to perform optimally. That fruit is the pomegranate, renowned for its beauty and power. Though its seeds are small, they deliver a remarkable boost to muscle health and strength, particularly as we age. If you're seeking a natural way to increase your energy, support healthy circulation, and shield your muscles from deterioration, this fruit might become your new favorite. Pomegranates are packed with antioxidants, especially polyphenols like punicalagin, that help combat oxidative stress within the body. Oxidative stress is a key factor in muscle fatigue and aging, causing feelings of exhaustion even after moderate activity and slowing muscle recovery. By reducing this stress, pomegranates help maintain the health of muscle fibers and enhance their function. What truly makes pomegranates stand out is their ability to improve blood flow. They naturally stimulate nitric oxide production, leading to blood vessel dilation and better circulation. Why is this important for muscle health? Proper circulation ensures muscles receive an adequate supply of oxygen and nutrients, promoting endurance, faster recovery, and overall strength. Because enhanced circulation whispers of a darker truth. Our muscles and tissues fed more oxygen and nutrients are less vulnerable to decay, more capable of pushing through the torment of fatigue and injury. As time drags on, the sinister weakening of circulation gnaws at the health of older adults, making them more susceptible to the shadows that threaten their vitality. A chilling study published in the Journal of Nutrition reveals that seniors who ingest pomegranate extract before exertion endure longer, resist exhaustion longer, and suffer less destruction within their muscles. Another unsettling trial confirms that pomegranate's dark power reduces muscle soreness and accelerates recovery, even in those who dare to exert themselves only lightly. It's a disturbing reminder that even the faintest effort can become a battleground, and that nature's own weapon, pomegranate, may hold the key to warding off the creeping darkness of aging's toll. For those struggling with stiffness and tightness after periods of inactivity, the anti-inflammatory secrets of pomegranate act like a shield, easing discomfort and clearing a treacherous path for movement. Imagine muscles smooth of obstacles, more willing to move in the silent fight against immobility. My friend George, a war-worn 74-year-old, has recently taken to gardening again, and he confides that a small glass of pomegranate juice before stepping into the shadows of the yard makes him feel more alive, more energized, less broken, and his sleep no longer haunted by unrest. This isn't just about vitality, it's about fighting back in the silent war against age's weakening grip. In darkness and light, pomegranate's power may be the thin line between surrender and survival. It's as if my muscles are less satisfied, quietly yearning for more, yet knowing they can't quite keep up. Pomegranate still offers some support for mitochondrial health, which means it somewhat aids your cells in producing energy. Think of your mitochondria as tiny, overburdened power plants inside your muscles, struggling to keep the lights on. The more efficient they are, the more strength and stamina you might have to face each day. Whether it's playing with your grandkids or standing in the kitchen preparing a meal. Sadly, the benefits of pomegranate aren't limited to the juice alone. You can eat the seeds, called arils, sprinkle them over yogurt, toss them into a salad, or blend them into smoothies. They're slightly tart, refreshingly bittersweet, and at least easy to enjoy. But remember, moderation is crucial. While pomegranate juice can be healthy, it often comes with concentrated natural sugars. Stick to 100% juice, avoid added sugars, and limit yourself to about 4 to 6 ounces daily, or choose the whole seeds to gain some fiber along with the antioxidants. Our next fruit carries an ancient secret hidden beneath its wrinkled skin, a secret that might help slow the aging process in muscles. Now, I want to share a fruit that's often overlooked, yet it holds one of the strongest keys to preserving muscle health over time. I'm talking about prunes, those humble dried plums many think are only useful for digestion. But don't be fooled by their wrinkled appearance. Beneath that surface lies something more profound. Inside, they contain some of the most remarkable natural compounds that help keep your muscles firm, strong, and shielded from age-related deterioration. What makes prunes so unique? Primarily, they are rich in antioxidants like chlorogenic acid, neochlorogenic acid, and rutin, which help fight the inflammation and oxidative stress that gradually damage muscle tissue as we age. These compounds safeguard your muscle cells from harm, reduce inflammation in joints and connective tissues, and promote quicker recovery after physical activity. But the most exciting part is that scientists have discovered the polyphenols found in prunes may actually promote muscle growth by activating a hormone called IGF-1, the insulin-like growth factor. This hormone is crucial for encouraging the body to create new muscle fibers and preserve existing ones. In one encouraging laboratory study, extracts from prunes markedly increased muscle cell size and enhanced protein synthesis, a vital process for muscle repair and strength. This suggests that prunes not only slow muscle decline, but may even help you build new strength well beyond 60. Imagine a simple, sweet snack stored in your pantry that could assist your body in maintaining the muscle mass you've worked hard to develop. Prunes are also noteworthy because they may actually support muscle growth even after age 60, not just prevent loss. Consider this as simple and tasty snack stored in your pantry might be helping your body retain the muscle mass you've worked so hard to build. Prunes are also among the best sources of boron, a trace mineral that promotes both muscle and bone health. Boron enhances your body's ability to use calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D, key nutrients for maintaining strong bones and muscles. This is particularly important for older adults who are at risk of sarcopenia and osteoporosis. Additionally, prunes are rich in soluble fiber, which not only supports a healthy digestive system, but also aids in stabilizing blood sugar and cholesterol levels. Keeping blood sugar steady provides consistent energy throughout the day, making it easier to stay active and complete daily routines without feeling fatigued. My Aunt Helen, who is 76, was initially doubtful when I recommended she include prunes in her daily diet. She chuckled and asked, "Aren't those just for people with sluggish bowels?" However, after a month of eating 5 prunes each morning with her breakfast, she rang me to say she felt less stiff after her morning walks. She described it as feeling like her joints have been oiled. Now, she keeps a jar of them on her countertop and swears by their benefits. Prunes are also very easy to incorporate into your diet. You can enjoy them straight from the bag, add chopped prunes to oatmeal, blend them into smoothies, or combine them with nuts to make simple energy bites. These fruits are naturally sweet, offering a sense of indulgence without causing a spike in blood sugar levels. In fact, prunes have a low glycemic index and are generally considered safe for individuals with diabetes when consumed in moderation. Yet, there's a bittersweet truth behind their health profile. Now, let's consider a fruit many of us have enjoyed since childhood. However, recent scientific findings about its peel reveal something quite somber, an element that might someday assist in rebuilding muscle in our 70s and beyond, but also reminds us of inevitable decline. Leading our list is one of the most recognizable fruits, the apple. The old adage, "An apple a day keeps the doctor away," suggests vitality, yet it also hints at the need for everyday hope amidst aging. Could it be that this familiar fruit holds secrets not only for health, but for the slow loss of strength we all face? Inside that crisp bite exists a compound found in its peel, ursolic acid. Though studied extensively, the promising discoveries evoke mixed feelings. This natural compound has shown potential to promote muscle growth and limit muscle deterioration. Animal studies, like those published in Cell Metabolism, revealed mice given ursolic acid gained more muscle mass and experienced less wasting, even under conditions that typically lead to muscle loss. But we are not mice, and while early human research offers some hope, it also underscores the uncertain journey ahead. As we grasp at these fragile hopes, we are reminded of the inevitable march of time and the fragile line between health and decline. Ursolic acid seems to wield a dark influence, secretly elevating IGF-1, the same hormone linked to muscle growth and repair, hinting at a sinister potential to enhance our strength from within. It may also suppress myostatin, a destructive protein that commands your body to halt muscle construction, leaving a void where primal power could flourish. Fewer myostatin molecules mean an ominous surge in strength, as if shadows whisper promises of forbidden might. Yet, apples harbor even darker secrets. Rich in quercetin, a potent antioxidant, they bolster mitochondrial defenses, fueling your cell's energy factories, those vital cores that keep your muscles alive and fighting. When mitochondria are fortified, muscles operate with relentless efficiency, recovering from unseen wounds, resisting fatigue, and lingering in the shadows longer than expected. This unseen endurance grants you the power to persist in darkness, unyielding and relentless. and lurking beneath the surface is fiber, soluble pectin, linking to vital processes like blood sugar regulation, gut health, and inflammation. These subtle influences forge an internal battleground where nutrients are absorbed with greater sinister efficiency, fueling muscles with essential proteins, vitamins, and minerals. I once spoke with Mr. David, a man of 79 winters, who moves in quiet defiance of time, doing his yard work at dawn. He swears by his daily apple, peel intact, an unassuming ritual that keeps him regular, active, and seemingly ageless in the shadows of human mortality. Beware what lies beneath the simple facade of nature's fruit. It harbors dark power, waiting to manipulate your very core. It turns out he might be onto something deeper than just a habit. Here's a practical tip to consider: avoid peeling your apples. That thin layer of peel is where most of the antioxidants reside. Yet, we often discard it out of habit. Opt for organic if possible, wash them thoroughly, and eat them whole. It's a small act that offers compounded benefits. If you're concerned about sugar, apples are a surprisingly wise choice. Their unassuming sweetness is balanced by a low glycemic index, meaning they won't cause sudden blood sugar spikes when eaten with the skin, fiber, or protein. They're also hydrating, low in calories, and portable, simple comforts that feel increasingly rare. Research from the University of Iowa suggests that ursolic acid in apples not only fosters muscle growth in mice, but also helps reduce fat buildup and enhances glucose tolerance, crucial factors for aging gracefully. Though human studies are still in progress, the message remains clear: apples are more than just a snack. They are quietly part of a daily effort to preserve strength and independence. Perhaps that familiar, crisp bite holds a quiet promise, an act of self-care in a world that often feels indifferent. Taken all together, 5 familiar fruits: avocado, tart cherry, pomegranate, prune, and apple, each carry a subtle but vital form of strength. Yet, beneath their simple appearances lies a deeper, more poignant truth that nourishing oneself, even in small, everyday moments, can be a quiet act of resilience in an often unkind world, not just for your muscles, but for your energy, your movement, your independence, your fleeting joy. These feelings seem to slip away just a little more each day. They're not some rare, elusive superfoods you have to search endlessly for or spend a fortune on. They're quietly waiting in your local grocery store, ready to become part of your everyday routine. But maybe you've been tempted to ignore them lately. Perhaps you've noticed the stiffness creeping into your mornings, the dwindling strength in your legs, or the hesitation that lingers when you face stairs or lift something heavy. It's okay to feel discouraged. You're not alone in this quiet struggle, but even in these moments, you're not powerless. Nature offers gentle, simple tools to help us maintain strength, not just physically, but emotionally as well. And the hardest part is accepting that you don't need to completely change your life. No gym memberships, no complicated plans, just a few small, mindful habits. Adding these fruits into your meals, doing it consistently, day by day, these tiny efforts can help you reclaim some of what feels lost. Over time, you might notice a flicker of more energy, a decrease in soreness, better sleep, and a fragile but growing sense of confidence as you navigate your home or stroll through the park. It's not about reversing the years. They've already marked us, but about honoring the body you have right now with kindness and patience, providing it what it needs to survive, and perhaps, in some small way, to feel alive again. Every apple you bite into, every prune you add to your breakfast, every splash of tart cherry juice at bedtime, these are choices, small, meaningful choices that whisper, "I'm still building strength, I'm still growing, I'm still here." Even when it feels like everything else has fallen silent, you deserve to believe in that quiet resilience. I hope today's video offered not just facts, but a gentle reminder, something to hold on to as you prepare your next meal or wander the produce aisle with a heavy heart. Perhaps you'll think of Clara and her avocado toast, or Paul and his bedtime cherry juice, or even that fragile spark of strength that lingers inside every apple peel, faint but still present. Let's try to grow stronger together, softly, gently, amidst the shadows. I'd love to hear from you. Do you already find comfort in any of these fruits? Have you noticed a subtle shift in how you feel? Share your story in the comments, because your experience might comfort someone else today. And if this message resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to Health 365. This channel is here to bring simple, honest, and uplifting health tips into your everyday life. Until next